Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hailie and right now I am currently in Arizona. I'm visiting with my grandparents for the weekend, so I have a little bit of a different setup going on right now. My grandparents' house is like a little mini retreat. They have the most beautiful backyard, so I knew I was going to be spending a lot of time reading and hanging out, so I packed 5 books with me for this trip and I am really excited. So I'm actually going to be doing a reading vlog and I kind of tried to pick some summer romancy vibes. I wanted to let you guys know before I hop into today's video that Book of the Month actually has a really cool sale going on right now with a bunch of their romance books on sale for just $5. I actually packed one with me. This is The Reunion. I actually had my mom read this one and she was loving it. So I had to bring it along with me for my little trip. Basically, the main characters of this book were stars of like a teen drama series, and then like 20 years later, they get back for a reunion. The tagline of this book is "Sometimes real life happy endings require going off script." So I feel like this is just going to be set up for a really cute little rom-com moment. They have so many amazing titles on sale, including some of my favorite books like The Bodyguard by Catherine Center, Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. There are just so many to choose from, so definitely check out this sale. The deal is going on for the rest of the month, so all you have to do is enter the coupon code SPICY, and I will of course have all of the information in the description box down below, so check it out before you leave. So the first book I am starting with is Mary Jane by Jessica Anya Blau, and I have been wanting to read this one since last summer, and finally I'm in Arizona. It is freaking hot, even though I am of course in a hoodie. What's new? So I figured this would capture the full summer vibes, and this is a little bit of a different book. It's not a romance. The main character is 14-year-old Mary Jane, and she ends up being the summer nanny for a sweet little girl, Izzy, in this very like unorthodox family, and she is definitely exposed to all kinds of things that she never in a million years thought she would be exposed to. So far, I am obsessed with this book. I brought it on the plane, and normally I get really anxious on flights and a little bit nauseous while I'm reading, but this one I could not put down. So this is definitely a really fun story, a little bit of a different read, and I'm really excited to finish this one and see what it's all about. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. I just finished the book Mary Jane, and overall this was a really cute, sort of like a coming of age story. The main character is like this sweet little church girl, and she's just like the purest little soul. Suddenly she's in like this strange half Jewish family with a recovering drug addict rock star and his movie star girlfriend, and then like the funniest little girl that she's like babysitting for the whole summer. And this book is set in the 1970s, so it goes over issues like race and different religions and sexuality. Anyways, I really enjoyed this one. It was definitely like an easy beach read. The family in this book is just way too cute, and I wanted to be a part of this. It feels like you are part of the family when you're reading this book. Honestly, I have heard so many things about this one, especially last summer. I feel like everyone was reading this one, and the cover was just so cute, so I picked it up, and I am so glad that I read this one. It was perfect for this trip and just really, really cute. So now I am starting One Italian Summer. It's still like spring right now, but I am in full summer mode, especially being here in Arizona. It is so hot. It feels just like summer. So this is by Rebecca Serrell, and I have been wanting to read this one since last year as well. So finally getting around to it. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this one, so I'm hoping that it's all right. Morning besties. I am starting One Italian Summer today. Right now, like right off the bat, the first chapter, the mother has passed away and her daughter had always planned a trip to Italy. The mother passes away before she can actually go on the trip, but the daughter decides that, you know what, she's gonna do it. Her mother loved this spot in Italy and she wants to see what her mother saw. So that's where I'm at. I literally just started it. This is also a pretty short read. It's like 280 pages or something. Okay, sorry the lighting in here is a little rough, it's a little dim. But I just realized I never gave you guys like a halfway point update while I was reading One Italian Summer, but it's just such a quick read. I just ended up kind of flying through it. I do have a few thoughts because I enjoyed this book, but it definitely wasn't a favorite of mine, and there's some things, I don't know. I'll start off with what I did like and why I do still think that this would be like a good beach read for summer. The scenery of this book is just so picturesque. It feels like you're there, and I thought it was really cool that at the very end of this book, like right before the acknowledgements, Rebecca Cyril has like this little email chain where she is corresponding with the hotel owner of where basically majority of this book takes place. So she definitely did her research with this book, and it shows. It is just so thorough in the setting. Really, really beautiful. It makes me feel like I'm there and now wish that I was. The one thing that I did not love, and maybe this is an unpopular opinion, is, I don't even know what you would call it, like a shift in the timeline or something. I don't know. Basically, I told you guys the mom passes away at the very beginning of this book. They had a trip to Italy planned, and the daughter, the main character, ends up still going to Italy. But while she's in Italy, she finds her mother 30 years prior. I don't know, it just felt like kind of silly reading it. There is a small amount of romance in this book as well that I really enjoyed reading. So overall, I would probably give this book 3 stars. It's not my all-time favorite summer read, but it was still pretty good. And today is actually my very last day in Arizona. I'm really sad, so I was planning on starting this one, Thank You Next by Andy J. Christopher, because this one is also pretty short. This one is like 260, I want to say. So I'm going to start this one and hang out outside for a little bit. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it, honestly, but if not today, what is going on outside? Maybe tomorrow on the plane. So I'll keep you guys posted. Let's go hang out. So this book is described as a second chance romance, and basically the main character of this book is always everyone's like last stop before they find their happily ever after. So she is going on like an adventure to reconnect with all of her ex-boyfriends. So I think that this will be a really fun read. I'm only on page 21 right now, and it is so funny so far. Guess who's home? You guys want to say hi? Gonna say hi? Hello! Did you miss me? Yeah, I missed you guys so much. I missed you so much. You're so pretty. It feels so good to be home, you guys, although I am missing the sunny weather because it's raining here. It's so dark and gloomy, and my grandparents seriously have the best backyard. It just feels like a little paradise, so definitely missing that already. But I have an update. I don't know how I feel about this book. I have like 100-ish pages left. I didn't end up reading it on the plane. I watched Real Housewives instead. But the things that I do like about this book so far is the main character is really funny. She's like emotionally unavailable, and she is kind of digging back into her past exes, trying to figure out what went wrong. And it kind of reminds me a little bit in that sense of X's and O's, which I really adored that book. It was such a cute romantic comedy, and she kind of does the same thing where she like redates her ex and tries to rekindle things. This one isn't so much about like rekindling, just trying to see, hey, why didn't things work out between us? But I don't know, it started off pretty good. I was pretty interested, but now it's just kind of feeling a little bit slow. I don't want to say it's boring, but it's not exciting. And don't get me wrong, when I picked up this book, I didn't expect a 5-star read. I literally picked it up because the title, you know, I'm a big Ariana Grande stan. I was like, that's cute. The cover's cute. So I was like, I'm gonna grab it. I haven't heard a single thing about this book, so I didn't expect it to be like this big winner. The humor in this book is pretty great though, so I do enjoy that. But like I said, I have a little bit of a ways to go to finish this book, so I am going to try to wrap this up today, and then I'll let you guys know my final thoughts. But that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like losing interest a little bit in this one, to be honest. So we'll see. Maybe it'll turn around for me in the end. Another one down. This was definitely a very quick read, and I will say that it was actually pretty cute. But I mentioned I was kind of losing interest towards like the middle of this book, and it just kind of continued that way. I think there's just like a lot of self-reflection in this book and like inner monologue. With like romance books, I like a little bit more dialogue to keep me engaged. I think this is another 3 stars for me. It was cute, but it just wasn't anything super special. Definitely helps that it is shorter. It's under 300 pages. Also, I don't really know how I feel about the main love interest. I just feel like no one was super interesting. So ranking all of the books from this video, Mary Jane, #1. Definitely recommend that one. Very, very cute. #2 would definitely be One Italian Summer. And then #3 with this one. So I ended up reading them in order, I guess. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and listening to me ramble on and on about books. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you again soon. Bye!